Hi again everyone, welcome to this third episode of Osu Belgium Interviews. Today our guest is Vinken. Vinken is a veteran Osu player that was mainly active between 2012 and 2014. Back then, the Osu landscape was quite distinct and the performance system differed significantly from what you see nowadays. The flashlight mod, for instance, used to award quite a bit and propelled him to the top 10 of the Belgian rankings. Way before most newer players had even created their accounts. Mostly specializing in maps within the 3 to 4.5 star range pre-flashlight, he set quite a few scores that were only replicated close to a decade later, and one that has even stood as number 1 for over a decade. In the alternate ranking system known as Osuskills, they have consistently dominated the memory category, inspiring others to pick up the mod as well. Notably, their scores on Dear You and HypnospirA were exceptionally ahead of their time. Recently, he has made a comeback to the game and has once again started getting number 1 global scores with the mod, showing that his luster is not quite lost to the winds of time just yet. Hello!
Yo!
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's fine, everything is good. Well, long-time fan here.
Long-time fan, okay.
Yes. First-time caller. You've done many great scores, that I definitely respect very much. Anyway, it's great having you here. So I would like to ask a few questions. So first,
sure, go ahead.
How did you get to know this wonderful circle clicking game?
Well, it's been over 12 years, so I don't really remember. I think I just wanted to look up some anime song, and then I found the clicking game somewhere, and then I tried it out. And
in terms of anime, were you into K-On? Because of your profile picture?
Yeah, K-On is still my all-time favorite, I think. For when I gotta feel a little better. Yeah, it's cozy stuff.
What made you start playing Flashlight back in the day?
Back in the day, Flashlight was like the main contributor to gaining PP and rank. So that's probably the reason. Yeah, and I just stuck to it because I kind of liked it. And because it pissed some people off, I guess. Back in the days, people were kind of mad if you got a better score than them because you played Flashlight, because the scoring system was all fucked up, and Flashlight plays were so much more score than normal play. So
was Flashlight in general a viable way to rank up?
Yeah, I mean, not to get in the top 100 or whatever, but yeah, easy top 1000, yeah.
Was there a stigma against Flashlight players as well? So did the mod have many haters?
Yeah, many haters. I mean, even within Belgium, people were kind of bashing on me, like, oh, he's got a high rank, but he only plays Flashlight. He sucks at double time or whatever, or that kind of shit. But I don't really, care. I just like the mod, and I know that I'm not that good at the other stuff in the game. So gotta be good at something, right?
Yeah, and because of your playstyle, did you often get hackusated?
In the beginning, yeah. I even got banned for a week, but then I appealed the ban and it was all good.
Because of a mass report? Or
mass reports. Yeah, was automatically account restricted. But I think Peppy himself banned me or whatever. I don't really remember.
Yeah, it hasn't really gotten that much better with mass reports, honestly. Now they're starting to work on it a bit more, but there's been some cases as well lately. So even
I get it. If you get mass reported, I get it. There's not really a better system than manually reviewing, I guess. So,
yeah. And talking about the Belgian community, before Discord was a thing, how did it look like? Did you have any contact with it, or was it more on in-game chat?
No, yeah, it started off as in-game chat with a couple of people, just starting to spectate, and then you started the chat. And then I think there was a LAN party in 2012 at the one player's house, and then I think it all started from there. Most of these players don't really play anymore, but yeah, I think it started there, and then we created like a Facebook group because Facebook was a thing back then. And then a couple of years later, the Discord started. But by then, I already kind of stopped playing. So
I heard about
really
it.
Get into that.
About the Belgian Facebook thing. It had like I think Nerox was in. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, Nerox. He's kind of the guy that started it all, like inviting people to his house for a LAN party and stuff. Yeah, I think we gotta give him credit for starting this community, so to speak. But
yeah, that's awesome. I only joined when Discord was a thing, but it's great to know that it had a history before that.
Late to the party.
Yeah, I'm interested in knowing. Back before you could use software to create practice diffs, how did you go about making them?
I mean, you could create your own maps, right? So that's what I kind of did sometimes. But mostly it's just was practicing over and over again. I didn't quite often make maps for certain parts. I just kept trying until I hit a miss, and then I just restart.
Did you just get used to like the 200 cursor just like that, or?
Yeah. I mean, it was a little bit different back then. I mean, you could kind of cheat a little bit with your skin and with gamma and whatever. Didn't really get into the gamma hacks, but the skin really helps with that kind of stuff. But I think some stuff got nerfed over the years, and I lost my skin. So yeah.
Did you use like follow points for it? Like, do you think it's very important to have them?
I wouldn't say it's important, but it helps. And like you sent me the scoreboard grid. I think that really helps as well. Yeah, I think early in the days you could change the background image, so you could like create a custom image and place it there, so you could like know where to jump to. That also helped, but I don't think that's possible anymore.
You can still do it, but
it's like a hash. Yeah, you can still do it. I don't know. I think
it doesn't overlay on
map
top.
Is hashed.
But like, if they ever were to delete grid, you could make a background with only the grid, I guess.
Yeah.
Someone had a question like about nerves. So, do you think nerves are a huge factor when playing Flashlight, or do you feel confident enough usually when you go for full runs?
Yeah, I get all shaky when I see that I am at full combo and nearing the end. I can really tell my accuracy is going even more down. So yeah, nerves are a thing. It's kind of hard to get rid of.
What memory would you say you rely most on, like muscle memory or visual memory?
I think it's a combination of both, but I think visual memory is the most important one.
Since you mentioned gamma, some people still swear by gamma. Personally I think it's kind of a weird code, but there's some people who still use gamma because they say it helps them see more in Flashlight. Do you think it helps in any way?
Like I said, I didn't really try out gamma stuff, so I don't really know, but I can see how it could help. So,
they fixed the part that made it cheating, but some people still think it helps. Personally, it just kind of hurts my eyes.
Yeah, it kind of did hurt my eyes as well, so I don't really use it, but I still can see it why it would be an improvement or make it easier. So
before, Flashlight used to be really popular, and now it also is having a bit of a resurgence. So what do you think about like the newer innovations that are made to practice them out, like the practice diff maker, the grid elements? What do you think about
really
these developments?
It saves a lot of time, and I think it's easier for people to get into the mod if they kind of want to. But yeah, you gotta know that stuff exists. I mean, as a new player, you don't know that it exists. It's not a part of the game after all, so yeah.
It is kind of insane that for Flashlight, the best way to play it is like relying on third-party software.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, back in the days, we didn't have the software to create the maps to practice, so I mean, you can just practice the old-fashioned way, I guess.
Yeah, I've heard some people use like reverse sliders for it though.
What do you mean by reverse sliders?
So on every difficulty before the map actually starts, so you use it to increase your combo to 200. So you start with the 200 combo cursor on every part.
I guess you could do that. Yeah.
You don't think the cursor is like annoying when it gets really small?
I mean, if you're used to the map, it doesn't really matter, right? How much does it shrink? Is it like another 50% smaller, or I don't remember how much it shrinks.
It shrinks once at 50 combo, then at 100, and then at 200. But
yeah, 200. Yeah.
I think the mod, honestly, the only bad part about the mod is that the cursor shrinks. Well, it becomes bigger when you miss. That's the issue, I think.
Yeah, that's the issue, because then, I mean, it's not reliable anymore to continue, and then you have to stop. And
yeah, since your memory gets all messed
really
up.
Helpful. Yeah. I don't feel like I have that much of an issue with it, that it resets. But it would definitely be nice if you could start it at like 200 combo. I think you mentioned something that they were trying it out in like the new mode.
Yeah. There's so Peppy since 2014 has been working on a newer project, a Osu 2, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's like they made a lot of changes to it now. Some notable.
I haven't tried it out yet.
Yeah, some notable flashlight players got involved into making the mod more accessible. And you can just untick an option to just like have it always be on. They completely messed up the delay though. That's the only issue. You have to manually like make it feel better. Yeah.
I hope it gets improved to the point that more people will try it. Because I still think there's kind of this stigma. I mean, not as much as back in the day, but people just don't like using it because it feels a bit like rank farming, I guess.
So have you heard about this player called Lisviera from Russia?
No.
It's
I'm not really up to date with the players.
Or do you know about Minus GN? Those are being like.
Nope.
The main.
Oh yeah, Minus GN. Yeah, I remember. He played back in the day as well, right?
Yeah, he's notable because he was the first one to have seen like a 15-minute map with flashlight.
Oof. Yeah, that's crazy.
And the map itself has like the practice diffs made for it like already.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you know about Unforgiving.
Yeah, Unforgiving. You sent me that one. Yeah.
It's a pretty well-known map. So do you know about Osuskills.com?
No. You mentioned it, and I didn't know it now.
Yeah, it's an alternative ranking system where you get things for stamina, reading, memory, all of that. Were you aware that you have dominated like the memory category since like forever?
I mean, in Belgium only, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't think many people in Belgium play flashlight, so it's not really hard to dominate a category if there's only like 10 players.
Yeah, well, not even 10, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, there's like 2 I know now, so besides me, it's not really hard to get a high score there.
Yeah, I recommend it, honestly. If you feel like...
Look it up.
Because it's like, if you want to like farm memory points, it's a lot more interesting than farming performance points.
Yeah, it's true. I think Saki-san made a similar system back in the day to compare scores by like memory and stuff. I assume it's gonna be kind of the same. He did a lot of really nice work with creating leaderboards like that, custom leaderboards. He was also interested in lots of stuff like players like Mithrain. He had like 5,000 SS plays. That guy is insane at accuracy. And then there's my flashlight plays. They always had these this kind of outlying scores, and it was funny to see graphs on that. And he made it all possible. I don't know if it's all up right now anymore, but.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I
That
was
was
aware
nice to
that he
see.
made like a website for it, for something. But
Yeah, I think it was sakisan.net or something.
yeah, great guy, honestly. Also a very good chess player, I've heard.
Yeah,
Bit of a gamer.
he told me. He's a true gamer.
I'm also saluting you on your recent comeback. Do you have any maps you would like to see with the mod, like any current big goals, or are you mostly looking to take it in a more casual direction?
I think it's more casual. Like I recently became a father. I don't really have that much time to play. And you stole my big score. You got rank 1 on that one. I was so proud of it, and now, yeah.
No, but you still gotta fix that though.
Yeah, but I don't think I can ever beat your score. I mean, you're close to assessing that map, so.
It took a while though. It took me like 8 2-hour sessions for it. It was pretty tough.
I mean, that's fine, right? I mean, it's a long map. It's not too difficult because I like the flow in the map. But there's definitely some tough parts, and I can't imagine on hard rock as well. I tried it without hard rock like a few months ago, and I mean, it's still hard. So hard rock added on top of that. Kudos.
Thank you. I've just been playing for a while, so I'm kind of used to playing a lot of hard rock, honestly.
I can't do it at all. I tried using hard rock on some harder maps, and my accuracy goes down the drain. And
how were your PC specs back when you began playing, and have they changed over time?
My laptop was fine, but back in the day, like I only had 60 Hz, and I used this extension numpad to like stream and tap. But yeah, it worked. I think I even started playing with my touchpad on my laptop.
Oh, with the trackpad.
That was horrible. I wouldn't recommend it.
Some people that have managed to get somewhere with that, but it's not much.
Yeah, I had this teeny tiny mouse that I used, like a pocket mouse. Then I upgraded to like a tablet. I got a Wacom tablet. I mean, my area is so small, it's insane.
I think everyone started off with mouse, honestly.
Yeah, it's accessible. Everyone has a mouse.
So, what would you tell people trying to get in the mod as a beginner?
I mean, just try it out on shorter songs, easy songs, and have fun. I mean, you're not going to be number 1 in like one day, but if you want to get used to the mod, you just have to play it a bunch and start off easy, because it will be very overwhelming if you start off at a higher difficulty. But I mean, I started playing with like the easy 1-2-star maps with Double Time, Hard Talk, and Flashlight, and I mean that was fine. It was fun. Back in the days, you would have high ranks as well because no one was doing it.
Do you think there's a skill floor that you can improve upon by getting better at sight reading with the mod?
I mean, I think you just get used to reading maps, like reading patterns, and know the flow of the map. So most maps, I mean, not nowadays. Nowadays, most maps that I play are very different to the ones back in the day. But if you get a hang of the flow, you can really start to predict and see patterns, and that really helps.
Do you think it's hidden flashlight is way harder than just flashlight?
Yeah, it is way harder, but I think it's just a thing to get used to. When I started playing, hidden would not show the first approach circle around the first node. That sucked. That sucked a whole lot.
Oh, really?
Especially with flashlight. Yeah.
You think it makes it better? I have that always turned off personally. I kind of dislike it.
Oh, you have it turned off?
Yeah.
Oh no! If it's turned off for me, I mean, I'm never gonna hit that first note. It's way too hard for me. I kind of wish it was there more often, like after a long break or whatever. But
I saw that you moved to Japan. How have things been there? Have you been living there for a while now?
I've been living here for almost 3 years now. And the thing I noticed is that people love rhythm games here, especially in the arcades. And they look godlike to me. Like every single player I see playing Taiko or Mai or whatever, they are all insane. But I haven't met anyone who plays the circle clicking game, so. But yeah, I guess they're more at home than in the arcades. But it's really fun. I mean, you don't have stuff like that in Belgium.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's really fun to play, but I mean, they are on another level.
Yeah, even now there's like only like in Antwerp, but even then it's very new and it's mostly like VR stuff.
Yeah, I like Mai. It's like the washing machine kind of looking thing.
Oh yeah, I've seen it become really popular in Japan. A friend has been telling me.
It's very popular. It's very fun as well. Only it's a little distracting, the background. I always have my background and all turned to completely black. And in my mind, when there's a video playing and there's lots of distraction, and it doesn't really help with seeing the approaching nodes.
Do you think you could still farm performance points nowadays?
Yeah, I think I kind of reached my ceiling, my cap. Wise, I tried to farm some PP today. Anyway, it was kind of nostalgic.
On that note, what do you think about the newer maps? Coming back from...
I mean, the newer maps, the very old maps, they sucked. They had no rhythm whatsoever. The notes were just placed at random. With a, like, made-up rhythm. And then I think 2012, 2014... maps got a lot better, but nowadays, I download a new map and it's some kind of weird rhythm with notes all over the place, and I mean it's just not what I'm used to, so I don't really like it. But
it is kind of a common sentiment for people to like. Even now, people look fondly upon the 2012 to 2015 era, more or less.
Yeah, those maps were great. I mean, not all of them, of course, but there's so many great memories for me, and they played so well. So
it's having the same trajectory as like art. I feel.
Yeah, it's true.
Like modern maps feels like contemporary art compared to before. And 2012 is like when they really followed the rules.
It's kind of like an art. I mean, I don't know how to make a map, so I mean, to everyone who knows how to do it, but.
Do you know that the mapper from HypnospirA is like a cosplayer and an illustrator? I recently found out.
No, I haven't looked into it.
I found it super interesting because apparently they are pretty big on Twitter as well.
Oh really?
Yeah, they post cosplays and all. It's kind of crazy. They have a pretty active Pixel as well. I just recently found out.
Okay. As long as there's no furry stuff. That's fine.
There's like a wolf girl, but not furry.
Okay. Okay.
It's only limited to the weeb cat eaters, you know.
Alright. And it's okay.
Anyway, glad to have you on here. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, no problem.
Honestly, I think you're a pretty obscure player that I would like to have more of a spotlight on.
Please don't put a spotlight on me. I'm really not that good. I'm just good at flashlight. That's about it. Okay, I really want to get better at...
I'll put a flashlight, not a spotlight.
Okay.
Have a nice... Well, sleep well, honestly. it's pretty late out there.
Yeah, sleep. I'm gonna round off and take a nap because the baby has been crying a lot lately, so gotta need my sleep.
Thank you again for watching Osu Tea Time, and remember to like and subscribe if you like what we're doing here. Also, be sure to stay tuned for the next one.